to our DS Domination team training. I wanted to make sure we took some time out to help you get any questions that you had for us. Some of you are new, so we just want to say welcome to the team. We're excited to have you. We're excited about your success and where you're going to be going with DS Domination. And so today what I asked one of our team members to do was I asked her if she would come out and share her story and give us an example of her listing. And I really, really appreciate Lynn for volunteering to do that. You know, I keep seeing Lynn, and she'll give us a little post about how she's been able to do something. So I think it's really important for you to hear the successes of other team members. And I know Lynn wasn't feeling that well tonight, so again, Lynn, I really want to say thank you very much. We appreciate that. And if at any time you're not, you're kind of having a hard time with this, so we'll just pass it over to Kat and have her to show the listing portion, if that's okay with Kat Cooley. So without further ado, before we turn over to Lynn to tell her story, I want you all to type in. I've sent you the link over to Google. So what I'd like for you to do, Kat, can you all mute out until it's time to talk, and that way the screen won't keep jumping from one place to the next. So those of you that are listening and watching, what I want you to do, I want you to type some questions. Some of you have been with us for quite some time, and you may still be having some struggles. You may still, have some, things that you're not understanding, or maybe, some of the new rules, new policies that are coming up. If you have questions about that stuff, I want you to ask that now while we're here on this panel, because our goal is to help you to be able to make money. We don't want you just coming in here spending $20 and, month after month after month not making any money. You should be making money in this company, and if you're not, that tells me one or two things: that, one, that you're not following the directions, or two, there's just something that you missed. And so we want to make sure that you have both of those and you have all of your questions and answers. So please type in your questions at the bottom along the, you should be in Google+. And it says say something right under the video. So go ahead and type that in, what it is you want to say. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and go over to Lynn. And Lynn, please come out and share with us how long you've been with DS Domination, and your story of your success, and how you actually go about doing a listing so others can know how that works.
Hi everyone, my name is Lynn Richards. I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee. I joined DS Domination at the end of May, thanks to Miss Kat Cooley, who I knew from before. And I asked her for some information. We Skyped about it, and I pondered about it, and I went for it. And then I got things set up with my checking account, everything to match my new email name, PayPal, my new email name. Got all my little ducks in a row before I started listing. I started listing about June 6th, and on June 11th, I had my first cha-ching. Unfortunately, I wasn't around to hear it. It was 20 after 5 in the morning. I go to bed at 4:30. My husband heard it, and he didn't dare wake me up. And he called me at lunch. It was pretty funny. But since then, I've had a lot of success. I follow the training. I work diligently on this, day in, day out. It's the first thing I think of when I get up. It's the last thing I think about when I go to bed. And that's something everyone has to do if they want to be a success. Keep plugging at it. Keep plugging at it. As far as my titles, I go by the training, let's see, in pro training, I think it's modules 16 through 20. There's a image resizer. I use that. And then I use 3 keywords I think that would be appropriate for that title of that product. And then the first 3 words of my title, I match it with those 3 keywords in my picture. That has boosted my sales. Also, I don't always go by Roger's little title hints. I think outside the box as a customer. If I was looking for this product, what would I put in that search box? What words would I put in? And that has helped also. I got another boost this morning. I got my email eBay sales limits up to $21,000. We all start out at $105,000, and now it's up to $270,000. I can list a month and $21,000 limit. Also, I had 3 cha-chings today, and I just want to share that with you. Anybody can do this. This is the first time I've ever made money in this business or any business online. And I'm here to tell you, stick with the training, go over the videos over and over, ask someone if you have a question, and keep working it and never, ever give up. Rachel, you want to take it away?
Yeah, Lynn, I am back. Sorry about that. So, you've heard Lynn's story. She joined in June. She followed the directions. She also made sure when she titled her listings that she thought outside of the box. So when you're doing your listings, think like a customer. So if you were going to buy, I love to use a red bike. If you're going to buy a red bike, what would you type in the beginning? Like, red bike or red kids bike or, red girls bike. Think like a customer. And those are the keywords that you would put in your title. And then she also mentioned, which is really powerful, is to also put those keywords in your images. So when you create, when you're saving your image, you want to save it with the same 3 keywords that's at the beginning of your title in one of your images. Now, Lynn, the other images, do you save them with the same names, or how do you label those? Since you've already used the first 3, what do you do after the first image?
I gather all my keywords that I'm going to use in my title, and then I use other keywords in the other images that's in my title.
Okay.
But the main picture, I use that as my first 3 keywords in my title.
Okay. And which keyword tools do you use to help you find your images?
Usually I just think outside the box.
Okay. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right. And do you put your keywords inside of your description or anything?
Oh, yes.
Okay, awesome. So those are some
everything's in there. It's a package deal.
Okay, so we're going to make sure we put those inside of our title, and make sure we put those inside of our description, and we're also going to make sure we put that inside of our images. Really, really important. So Lynn has shared with you her story, and she showed to you, you don't have to have a lot of experience doing this. Anyone can do this business. This is the simplest business that was ever born into the network marketing industry space, where anyone can come in. We already know eBay and Amazon is very popular. It's a business that has been around for a long time, a business model. We've just made it to the point where we can come together as a team, learn together, grow together. So I don't see any other questions. Anyone have any questions for Lynn, myself, or Kat Cooley in regards to your listings? I will share with you while you're typing down your questions. I'll do a quick screen share for you. Something that I think that will help you. Let me get over here to my screen, if I can find it. Okay, I've been around Roger too long now.
Oh, I do that too. Now, come on.
Yeah, I've been around him too long. Here you go. Okay, so what we're going to do is, some of my favorite are Keyword Planner. So you can go to Keyword Planner, and you can go to Keywords. And if you are looking for red bike, you just type in red bike, right? Hit search. This is one of the keywords tools you can use. And you'll see here, I don't see bike trailer, bicycle helmet, Power Ranger. So far I'm not really seeing anything about red bike, so no one's really typing in there. So I would just probably go back up and just type in bike and see what I get. But you want to be able to use keywords that your customer is typing in. But we have bike, we have still nothing. Wow, bicycles. So the word is bicycle, bicycling, road bike, mountain bike sales. So those are the words that you would use in your keywords. But here's bikes with an S, you know. So those are some of the words that you would use. I don't even see bike in here at all, which is very strange, that we would think that it's not in there. So that's just an example. You can use this tool right here to kind of help you with your keywords to see if you're kind of targeting something else that I think will help you quite a bit is when you go over to eBay and you type in, okay, you start typing in bike, right? Let me see. You want to just start typing in what other people are typing. Let's see. Okay, BIKE. So you'll see right here, bike light, bike trailer, bike rack, bike accessories. Just the way that you see it here is the way that people are typing this into eBay. So those should be some hints for you too. And those can be, words that at the beginning of your titles can start with. So I don't know if anyone, let me check, anyone have any questions? Because today is going to be the shortest hangout you've ever done with me. Because I really, we've already provided all the training. DS Domination has all the training you need. The UOP, we have our own marketing system. You need that. So everything that you need, you already have access to. But I just think it's really important that we come together as a team, the fearless online entrepreneurs, and we come together, and that our goal is to support you. Our goal is to make sure that you have this this individualized attention. UOP is a really, really big team, and Reginald can't help everyone. And you're my responsibility. It's my responsibility and my goal to help you to get to where you're going. And it's truly my desire to do that. So, again, please, if you have any questions, let me know. Reach out to me. Reach out to Kat Cooley. And Lynn will even answer your questions if you need some help. We have some other leaders that are trying to get on here, but I'm not sure. I don't see Mark Gardner I think he's having problems getting on. But we do have some other leaders here that are available and willing to help you to be able to get to the next level. So please, if you have anything, post it in the group. Post your questions in the group. We will come back. We will answer your questions for you, and we will make sure that you have everything that you need in order to succeed in this business. Before we leave out, Kat, did you have anything you want to share?
Well, there is a question from Dee Merrick in the question Q&A box. She says, I've sold about 8 to 10 things so far from Amazon, and every
Kat, you kind of whizzled out. I can't hear you now. Is that me or is that you? Kat? Lynn, can you hear me?
Yes, I cannot hear Kat.
Okay, this must be Kat that we've lost. Okay. All right, let me see if I can find her questions that she's reading. Okay. All right, yeah, I see it. Dee says, I've sold about 8 to 10 items so far from Amazon, and everyone has collected estimated tax, which is pretty good. Didn't the profit? I know in the pro training, Roger said that Amazon sometimes collects taxes, but my experience has been is that normal? Dee, what I would say is I would just start tacking on, an estimate amount for taxes. Like in the state of Ohio, it's 6.75%. So, maybe just add 8% on to the amount that you're selling it for. And keep in mind, it doesn't matter what you see other people selling it for online. What's important is your titling. Because if it shows up in a different category and it's not along with everyone else's, you're still going to sell that item if the person wants it. So that's what I would do. I would just add on the percentage so you're not actually having to lose some of your profit. Now, it will happen sometimes, and that's understandable. But if you're finding that it's happening quite a bit, then I would just add that on to my total price.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. So thank you very much, Dee, for asking that question. We really appreciate you in that. Anyone else have any questions for us?
I'm sorry about that. I got the hotel I'm at likes to routinely kick everybody off and make us sign back in again. So that's what happened. I did have a question for Lynn. I don't recall her saying it, but I was inviting other people, so I might have missed it. I know one of the big things I find about Lynn's story is your physical reasons for not being able to work outside the home and how much DSD has helped you in that regard. Would you care to elaborate a little?
Right now I'm having a bad day with the fibro. I don't know if it's the weather or what, but before I really kind of didn't have a purpose after I lost my job, and I'm sure I was very depressed, and there was like no direction to go. But now I have that direction, and I'm taking all that energy and putting it into that direction, and I find out I have less pain and less problems. And I'm regaining my confidence in myself.
That's what I was wanting to have you say, but didn't want to say it for you, since it's something that a lot of people are dealing with today. Things like fibromyalgia, which kicks up for no reason whatsoever at very odd moments, makes living life and working almost impossible for some. And I knew that this was something that Lynn had, and that having DSD as a part of her life has made a huge difference in that she can now, contribute to supporting herself, and as she said, has a purpose. And I absolutely love the idea that Lynn is doing better than I am at the moment, because I have other obligations, so I don't always get, and I have ADHD, so I don't always get as focused as I need to as quickly. And I am happy with what DSD has done for me. But I'm extremely happy that the people that have come in with me, under me, or after me rather, because she's my equal, are able to make money and even exceed what I'm doing. They're not limited to what I do. And I've never been in a program before where the people who came in because I invited them in were able to be successful, and especially not be more successful than I was at it. So that I find is a huge boost to my, I don't know what you want to, it's not, it's a boost to my business. She's an inspiration. I'm having trouble finding the right words. And I wanted to allow her the opportunity to inspire others. Hi, Mark.
Hey, thank you very much, Kat. Appreciate that. Hey, Mark, how you doing? We miss you, Mark.
Finally got.
We are missing you so much, young man.
I'm sorry. It was like I say, it was a struggle to get on today. I don't know what's going on, but usually I just click the link and goes right to it. But today it was just made me want to wrestle it, like that angel Jacob had to wrestle us.
Oh boy!
I finally got here, so
awesome. Yeah. So glad you're here, Mark. Real quickly, Lynn has shared her story. Any nuggets you want to share with those listening in on our team to really help them to be able to get past, maybe not making sales? What would your advice be for them?
Well, I would say this, Rachel, and that is, if you think you have to be the lowest price, banish that thought from your mind. Okay? Don't compete on price. Compete on the quality of your listing. That's the way you want to compete. That's why I heard some of the things that Lynn was saying before. That's why it's important to have the right title with the right keywords. It's important to include all of the keywords in your pictures. It's important to provide as much information as you can in the description, because that's the way Cassini likes to play the game. You got to really think of it like this: a logarithm Cassini, they're the ref. They're the ones who are going to enforce the rules of the game. So all we can do is play with the rules they give us. But that doesn't mean that we can't use those rules to our advantage once we understand what they are. That's the strategy of the game.
Awesome, Mark. I agree with you 100%. It's all about the title, the description, and that's what Cassini wants. Cassini wants those keywords in there, make it look as human as possible. I agree so much. Thank you very much, Mark, for your tips. It looks like we have another question on the panel. Like Kat, I have ADHD and also have trouble focusing. I know you talked before about scheduling, finding listings, picks, and then setting aside time to do everything at once. Can you go over that again? And yes, I'd be glad to go over that again. Basically, what you want to do, it's called batching. You want to take and set aside a certain amount of time to first find all of your items. Find all the items that you want to list. A lot of people teach that, multitasking. Multitasking is really like the worst word that ever came into the dictionary when it comes to being organized, because you truly cannot multitask with a business like this. I recommend, and Kat Cooley may want to tell you something different, but for my recommendations, because I do suffer from a little bit of ADHD also, I think we all do, but it's to batch. Find all of your profitable items first, and then set them aside on time. Are you going to do that for 30 minutes? Are you going to do it for 15 minutes? Your time is based on your schedule. Dee, I know you have small children, so you might want to look at your schedule and say, okay, this is a time that I'm busy with, my children, my family life, and this is a time that I have left over, and this is the time that I'm going to work my business, and begin to batch them. If it's 8 o'clock at night, 8 to 8:30, I'm going to find items. 8:30 to 9 or 8:30 to 8:45. I'm just giving some numbers. It doesn't mean it's accurate. I'm going to save all the pictures, from all those listings, because you can open them all up and you can save all of your pictures or your images. And in that saving, then you would save with keywords. Just do everything at the same time, and then it would make it a lot easier for you when it comes time to, which is the last part, and that's actually putting your listings up. Kat, do you want to add anything to that?
I'm starting to use the batching a little bit more. I find one of the best things I can do is create a list of the steps. I do it in the form of an Excel spreadsheet that gives me the link for Amazon, the link for eBay, the spot for the total amount, etc. Because I can look at that and say, oh yeah, I have to do this or I have to do that. And then because I also do some things for other people, I have different Microsoft Word documents that have my steps in it. So I can look at it and go down the steps and say, oh, I need to double check and make sure I did that. The batching is something I'm really starting to get into. The only problem I've had is that when you want to save the pictures to your keywords, and if you don't have your keywords yet, then you kind of have to rename them when you go to put them up. So I would do the keywords first, so you have a general idea of what they're going to be when you go to put your photos in. Unless you have another suggestion for that, Rachel.
Definitely, I'm with you, Kat. Once you so what would happen is, if you are having the ADHD, then what you want to do is you want to create that list that you talked about, and so you want to do your keyword research first. You want to have all your keywords. You can actually do your description next, but pull those keywords out first, and then you can start putting your titles together, and then the images can be like part of the last thing right before you list. So that way, once you go to list, you'll already have your titles, you'll have your keywords, you'll have your titles, and you'll have your descriptions already written out once you do the keyword research first. And it doesn't matter what, like even when you're doing regular marketing, the keyword research is the foundation of everything. So you want to do your keyword research before you do everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that way you'll know.
And another thing I've started doing just recently when I'm going through, like last night, this has frustrated me before, and I finally figured out the solution. When you go in and you find something that's really sold a lot on eBay, and Amazon has it, but then you look down and you see only 3 left. And this happened like 4 times last night in the few minutes that I was working. And I found that by having a Word document open, I just transfer those links to the Word document, and then I list above it to look at it or to watch it, so that I can come back when they have more than the 3, when they've added new stuff to it, and they say it's in stock, I can come back and use that. And then I've not wasted my time on 4 things that I can't use because there's no stock available and I can't get it someplace else. And I think that's actually going to be a big help for me, because there are days when I hit a good seller and it's pop, 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 and I've got everything done and I'm good to go. And then there's days where I spend 3 hours, and a lot of it is because what I'm finding are things that are so popular they're out of stock. And on that note, you have to be careful to watch your items, especially the ones that are popular, to make sure that they don't go out of stock on you while you're, have it up for sale. Anitra got caught with that, and she notified me this morning, to make sure that people are watching their in-season products closely, because she had several of them go out of stock on her like overnight, and would have left her in quite a bind if she hadn't caught it. So that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Kat, for sharing your insight, your knowledge on this. And the last thing I want to leave you all with before we say goodbye is, I even had, we have team members that's making money quietly, and you don't really hear about it. They don't really talk about it a lot in the group. I just had one of our team members tell me she could not get on, but she said, ha, 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 yes, she sold 12 items in the last 7 days, $400 worth. So this system works, and if you get in here, apply yourself. If you have questions, I highly recommend. We're really, really here to help you. So don't, there's no stupid question. There's not, something that we cannot help you with. We're not willing to help you with. So just want to encourage you to make sure that you let us know if you need help. Don't just sit over there on the sideline and not say anything, and eventually say this doesn't work, because it does work. It's just a matter of maybe something that you may need to tweak. And with that, keep in mind that if you all are looking, your ultimate goal should be Genesis. I don't care what any of you say. I'm not just going to say you, but I just don't care what people say. Genesis is the best thing out of everything that we have. We have some really, really awesome stuff. But if you're looking for freedom, if you're looking for, a way to just kind of say, you know what, I just need to I want to just give my stuff to Amazon and let Amazon take care of it. That's where you want to be. And that's the direction that I'm really moving into, is just totally, I have the other platforms, but again, you know me, I'm going to outsource it. So what I do is I'm outsourcing the other aspects of the business, and Genesis is where my attention is truly at. So those of you who are thinking about Genesis, just keep in mind that it is going up in price on the 15th. So after the 15th, it'll be $14.97, and that's $500 that you can actually have put towards your brand. There's a lot of good stuff in there. They're teaching you how to, brand your own products, that you can get rid of all your competition, things of that nature. That and that's truly where your freedom is going to come in, and that's where, you'll be able to create a product, put it on Amazon, and forget it, and get paid every day for it. And that's what you really want. It's okay to put the items up on eBay and make money that way, but we're talking about a lifetime income for you, one that will be with you, and it'll go down from legacy to legacy to legacy. Stop and think about some of the everyday brands that you use every day. Whether it's Charmin tissue, or I don't know, maybe think about that. Maybe I need to go shopping, but whatever it is, somebody created that a long time ago, and that product is paying that family over and over and over again. So that's what Genesis is all about. Is actually all about creating you a lifetime of freedom. So if you're interested in that product, I want to highly, highly recommend that you grab that before the 15th. Without anything else being said, just want to say thank you to the panelists. Thank you for coming out and sharing your story. Thank you for just showing people that this does work. I want to thank those of you on my team for being a part of this team. We love you. We appreciate you. And just go ahead and let's rock this. And don't forget to share your stories with us. Your stories inspire us. Your stories help us. And if you're an affiliate, I want to see you on the panel. I want to see you on the Winning Women's Network. If you're a woman, if you are on if you're a guy, we want to see you on the Monday night testimonial, because what happens is when you get on those panels and you tell your stories and then you invite other people, that helps you to create another income, which is called residual income. It's an income that you will earn month after month after month. And there's truly no other company in the industry that the retention is as high as our company is. So you're in a good place. And I just want to say thank you again. I appreciate you. I mean, if you're listening into this hangout and you're not in DS Domination, and someone else sent you this link, or you heard about this from someone else, then I want to encourage you to get back with them. If you know me personally, then connect with me and let me know, Rachel, I want to get started. I'm ready for the journey to change my life like it has done for you and so many more. So again, I want to thank you all for coming out. Let me check and make sure there's no other questions before I hang out and close out of this panel. Still working out the software tracker. Are you speaking of the software tracker? Are you talking about the app, Anitra? Are you speaking of the app? I think you're talking about the app. I'm going to assume yes. And yes, they are. That was just released yesterday. And let me tell you all a little bit about how software programs work and when you have a new release to something. Anytime there's a new release, like if a company switches over from one software program or one website to the other, they have to hire a programmer, and the programmer has to literally go in and write the script, write the code in the back office of that. If something is written in incorrectly, it will cause everything to not register the right way. So then they'll have to go back and they'll rewrite it. So sometimes you may see something extra in your back office and you may see it disappear. It's because they're writing that script to figure it out. The same thing with our new app, our scanner that we have. The same thing. They're writing that script, and then that's why they have something called beta testing. It'll go through the beta testing stage first to make sure it works, and then then all of a sudden it just works and it's just perfect. But that's just part of the process that happens for no matter what software program or app you're putting out there. That's just how it works. And you said in the back office, so you're talking about our new app, right, Anitra? No, in the back office. In the back office, what does that?
I think she might be talking about the one in Elite where it's supposed to track our items from
Insights.
the one that connects.
Insights?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Insights.
I think that's fun.
Yeah, if it's not working for you, I would send a ticket into support. But keep in mind, even if it's not, that's what's going on, because they're pushing out a lot of different tools and things for us at a high speed. So you're gonna you may find that, but I would just send a ticket to the back office and let them know, and they would give you more directions as to where they're at with that process. Does that help, Anitra? Hopefully it does. Okay, anyone else have any questions? If not, we
would like to ask, I know you have to go, Rachel. You're past your 20 minutes. And I don't want you to get in trouble because you made a promise. But I would like to ask Mark if he'd be willing to go over some things about affiliate just in general, because I have somebody who listened to this afterwards and the recording and said that we don't talk a lot about the affiliate side. And since there haven't been a lot of questions about that, then yeah, I could see where we haven't done that. And Anitra says she's talking about the Amazon tracker.
Yeah, Anitra, I would just go into I would just send a message into support and let them know, and they'll take care of you.
Kat, I'm willing to stay, and as long as you need to talk about anything you want to, but I'm not particularly the big affiliate guy. That's probably my weak spot. Rachel knows that. I'm about selling stuff online. Mm-hmm. But I'll be glad. I'll be glad to stick around and answer anything I can answer for you, Kat. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, basically, I was just wanting to go over the affiliate side. Rachel, do you need us to end this now, or do you want to go and let? Can one of us end it? If you just don't shut it off?
No, once I end it, it'll go. It will hang up. So let's just go ahead and talk about affiliate side. Is there any particular questions that they gave you, Kat?
No. In general, this particular person is starting brand new, doesn't even know how to chat in Facebook groups to get get connections. And he said something about that the few times, because he can't seem to get onto the live ones, but when he does manage to get to the recordings sometimes, I don't know what the problem is. I was just going to see if somebody wanted to talk for a brief. With me, I've signed up, I think, 23 people now, and I've done it all through Facebook. I had a couple that didn't qualify because they were in places where PayPal wasn't or couldn't use PayPal for whatever reason. So I don't have 23 active, but most of my members are active and are signing up downline people. But I've only ever used Facebook. I've not used anything else to promote or encourage people to become affiliates. And then we just got a comment from Yolanda.
Okay, what did Yolanda say? Hi, being that the new DSC app is just coming out, for those who are not beta testing and have been scanning items, are they just using the standard Amazon price checker app? Yes, Yolanda, either that or there's another one. You can inbox me because that's kind of information that's Genesis information. So inbox me and I'll give you the name of that particular product. Hey, Deborah, good seeing you, girlfriend. What's going on? Wow, I'm so excited to see my friend. I miss her. So yeah, Yolanda, I hope that answers your question. Just inbox me and I'll give you, and then plus in the group, we talk a bit, we have a Genesis group also. That app has been mentioned in there quite a bit as well. So in the meantime, you can easily use the Amazon one, and then there are some ones that we use inside the group. And so okay, let's talk about affiliate for a minute. Okay, so that's where we're talking. So those of you that are not interested in affiliate, then you don't have to feel obligated to stay on this hangout. This is for those who are affiliates. And one of the things that I will stress is that it's all about relationships, and it doesn't matter if you're building your relationships inside Facebook, in your email. If you're building an email list and you want to build your relationships there. It's all about connecting. It's all about being concerned about the person. And if a person feels like you really, really care about them and and you have their best interest in mind, and they see what you're doing, they're going to respond. Now, I've been able to bring people into the business by, of course, Facebook chats, connecting with people inside of their inbox. Also, posting things on my wall, posting things about getting results. Results sell. Results, people want to, they are intrigued by your story. If you have success, that's what they want to hear about. So that's what you want to talk about. Even with your friends, if you just tell your friends, I want you to go take a look at this, they may or may not do it. But if you said to them, hey, you know what, I just made $200. This system is really easy. I want you to go check it out. Or, would you like to know more about it? Either way, it is the best way to go about that. And I also would say, something else that I use quite a bit is, you may or not be interested in this, but I have something that I think that you would really be interested. Would you want to check it out? Just kind of put it back on them so it's not threatening. My son the other day was telling me about, a friend of his who was working 3 jobs. And, I said, son, you should just go say to them, if there was a way that you didn't have to work 3 jobs, would you do it? Questions are really, really powerful. Just get really good at asking questions. And instead of just throwing your link, you don't want to just start throwing your link at people. That's just kind of like vomiting on them, vomiting your business on them. All they think that you're thinking about is money. And, I don't like being sold to, and most people don't like being sold to. Build relationships with people, and amazing things will happen with those relationships. Okay, Deborah says, everything is good. Wanting to know more about the new Genesis and using the app. Hey, Deborah, do me a favor. Send me an inbox message. This Genesis it's really where you want to be. So send me a message in, because this is a pro training you know, I can't really discuss the details of Genesis on this hangout right here, but I'm looking forward to talking to you. Okay. Any other questions about the affiliate side? Anyone want to know more about the affiliate side? And we do have some affiliate training in our back office. If you log into the back office, see, I can go back here. Um, I'm logging in now, so I can kind of show you where it's at. And show my screen. Okay. Affiliate side. Bear with me. I'm just going to show you where it's at.
While she's getting that up real quick, one of the things I've started telling my new members as they come in, especially if they don't have a lot of money to work with collaterally, is, you know, the affiliate is a great way to fund your eBay because it's a 3-week turnaround. You can use other people's success stories to get people to come in and join underneath you. And once you get started with that, then you've got the money that you need to pay for your PayPal stuff, I mean your eBay stuff, while you wait to get off probation.
Okay. So we're here over on the affiliate side. Now, some of the great things that I love about our back office is, if you look over here, it'll say affiliate tasks right over here on the right. If you go through and you start clicking these boxes, it says click on affiliate, link and promo, tool to find your personal link. And then, you know, it's telling you to go over here and do that. I think they should put an arrow going over here to show you where it's at, but it's telling you click on affiliate, go to link and promo, right? And so then once you click on it, it's going to take you down here to, you know, these are your sales links. You know, this is your sales link for a person that is not an existing network marketer. Here is one for, you can X these out right here too. This is one that is for existing network marketers. These ones are for webinar recordings. Webinar recording 1, this one right here. There's 3 of them in the back office. The nice thing about this is, let's say for example on a Tuesday, you know, you send out a Facebook invite and a person says to you, hey, I can't make it to the webinar. Then what you could do is you can come back here and grab one of these links. No problem. I'll send you the link. And even though you know that link is no longer there that the company put out because only 1,000 people can get on. Or another thing is sometimes people can't get on, right? So they're not able to listen to it. So you can come back over here, grab this link, and give this link to them. And it's a pre-recorded webinar, and it pretty much has the same information. We'll sell them on the business. And right back here, if you know, by chance you deleted the webinar in your email account, you can go back here and you can grab it right here. And then if you want to, let's say you want to do, you know, banners for your website, then you can come back here and you can put your URL in here. So enter your URL, like if it was DS Dominations, like mine is copy and paste to cash, whatever your website is that you want them to go to, and it will create a code for you and allow you to put, you know, take that code, it's called an HTML code. You would, let me just put it up here so you can see. Okay, copy and paste to cash. And then I just hit generate code. And as you can see, I can just grab this code right here and I copy that code and I put it on my website. And once I put it on my website, this picture right here will show up. This link won't, but the picture will. If they click on that picture, it's going to take them to my website, copyandpastecash.com. So it's just that simple. And if you have any other questions about affiliate, again, please ask the questions inside the group and we'll be glad to help you with that. But everything you need is basically back here in the back office. The training and everything is already back here for you. And that is it. So Thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming out. We will see you all. Let's see. Well, give us 2 weeks. And in the meantime, if you want to have, you feel like we need to have another hangout, just send me a message and let me know. But we'll do this every couple of weeks. Have a great night, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye now.
Bye.